thinking. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I'm so grateful to be here tonight. I wanted to jump on after a long day at the clinic, and I made time for each and every one of you because I am so shocked that there have been emails going out, there have been texts going out, all about Katie Sampayo's Millionaire Playbook. And I want to introduce Katie, and then I'm going to run with it, and we're going to ping back and forth and just really dive deep into like why you should all be there and why you should sign up. So Katie, welcome. Let's talk a little bit about it and tell me a little bit about yourself so the whole audience can see you.
Yeah, so I am a life redesigner for entrepreneurs with a specialty in highly driven, successful women. And the reason why I put this event on is because I am committed to more women really thriving in all areas of their life without sacrificing the things that matter most. And that's the whole intention. That's the whole vision for this event. It is also about more women leveling up and thriving together as a team and doing it in the feminine way, which isn't about pushing, killing, but it's more about collaboration and really allowing and taking care of yourself along the way to climbing the ladder, so that's my vision for the event. And that's exactly why I want to have Holly here at the event, because as a life coach, life redesigner, we're working on all of the areas of life, and health and wellness is so important because there's so many successful people that I've met who have made it, to different milestones in their life that they've been striving for, certain income brackets, different achievements with work. And then they get there and they're like, wow, I never want to do it like this again.
The pain point, right?
Right.
Yeah, so good. And it's so true. And many of you know, like I run 3 companies, and if I didn't have like a whole health plan put in place, and I'm around thriving women like Katie and some of the other amazing speakers that are going to be there. And Katie and I are in a mastermind together with Shanda Sumter, and she's our coach. And the truth is that the 5 people that you hang around most, I know this is tossed around, but it's really reality. Like you get to up level together. And it's not about whatever number you want to be at. You want to be a millionaire, you want to be a 6-figure, 7-figure, 10-figure, whatever that looks for you. It's about you being your true authentic self and growing into what you want to be, whether you're a C-suite executive, whether you're I worked with a patient today who just closed her company down. She's like 70 years old, bless her heart, and she did leadership for corporations. You know what I mean? And so she's like, I just love you because like you know how to lead and show up, and and that's what life is all about. And that's why I wanted you guys to join. And I'm just so shocked really that more people in my community haven't jumped on the bandwagon to hear Katie and all these amazing speakers. So why don't you talk a little bit about because the speakers in detail about what they're going to talk about, and that might engage the audience to be like, oh my gosh, I should be there.
Yeah. So how it's going to go, guys, there's going to be 30-minute mini master trainings that you can pop in and out of all throughout the day. And they're all with 10 women who have been able to earn 7 figures in your life. Like, here's the thing. Whether you care about being a millionaire or not is not the point. It's not the point. Yeah. It's about learning from people who have been able to achieve what 1% of the world population has been able to achieve, and learn how they've been able to have great relationships and great marriages, really great friendships, how they're really good, high integrous people, how they're in incredible shape, and how they've overcome really hard moments that we all go through in our life, and learning, well, there must be something they're doing right if they've been able to not just create that kind of money, but have these other things in life too, where they're highly respected in their communities. They are people that other people look up to and admire because they're making a difference in the world. And they're leading in a certain way. So there's a lot of moms that are going to be on this, single moms in great relationships, and like, how are they balancing it all and still being able to really like live in their purpose as well? Because everybody on that stage loves what they do. That's another thing. It's not just a job. It's like they've found pure alignment and joy and happiness, and they just happen to make money at it. And that's really the vibe of this panel that's being brought to you. It's very inspiring and uplifting. The value of it really is to learn the secrets to the success of living a great, fulfilling life. You know, like when you narrow it down, there will be some business strategy. So if you're somebody who has a business and you know that you do want to take it to the next level, but you don't want to sacrifice any more personal time, you don't want to stop going on dates with your husband or with people that you want to become in relationship with, you don't want to stop going on adventures and traveling the world, you want actually more time to do things that you really love, you know, we're going to be breaking down how to do that with different things you actually haven't heard before from a business perspective, from a health perspective. Like Holly's going to talk about sleep and energy and hormones and all of these things that go haywire when you're living out of alignment and you're actually overdoing it. When you have way too much on your plate, you're dropping the ball with little habits and little things that might seem obvious, but maybe you're not really being consistent with them. And maybe it's not so obvious, actually, you know, like, oh, Holly, I'm sure you get all the time. Like me and Holly are very like in this stuff, you know? So I think some of this stuff is like, oh, it's just so obvious. And then I'm like, no, so many people don't know.
That's right. That is so true.
These little things and these little tweaks and these little micro shifts.
Right.
You can make lifestyle habits and to just completely transform like your night's sleep. You guys, if you sleep better, you are up, like you're a nicer person. You know? You're just nicer. And because of that, you're going to all of a sudden be receiving more whatever it is you want in your life, right? Like that's the value of this event. I mean, we ran this event in a part 1 last month. It was the energy in that room was off the charts. We had hundreds of people on live. Everybody was just uplifted. People were creating massive results very quickly right after the event was over with their relationships, with their health, with their businesses, because they really we over deliver at this event with as far as value. There's no sales pitch. There's no, the only thing I'm going to say is upgrade to VIP. And the only reason why I say that is because you'll get the replay for life when you do that. There's a lot of people that can't attend all day. You guys are busy. So maybe you're popping in and out and you're like, whoa, actually, I don't want to miss that session on biohacking. I don't want to miss that session on how to like grow and scale a team and how to create deeper connections in all of my relationships, including the ones at home, you know? So there's that's really what that package is for. It's also to make sure that you guys have extra support after this is over. So Holly, why don't you just share what is because you're going to donate a VIP gift.
So totally. So my VIP gift, like it's going to be all about sleep. It's the 5 steps to sleep, like how to set up a sleep ritual, how to set up your bedroom to sleep, how to eat to sleep. Like all of those are so important because like Katie's saying, this run, this go, this push, that cortisol drive, like I don't think we realize how dysregulated our nervous systems are when we push and we go. So it's like my gift is a program that's been on my site and people buy consistently. I'm giving it for free for all of you that are a VIP, and it's a $200 savings for you to run through the whole program. And like what I want to hit home as Katie was speaking, like back a little bit up, is that all of these people, these women, we live in a patriarchal world, right? And so the more you're in the energy of other women and you're learning how to receive, and you're not like going at it alone, which I can say I've done it a lot, like head down and push. And that is not the way to be successful. It's to be around other women that can show you how they have created success, where that has come from their heart. And the more that you are in a flow, women are meant to receive and be open and be positive and give to others, you know what I mean? And receive back. Many of us are parched dry because all we do is give.
Yep.
And this is a summit, an event that we speakers are going to be giving to you so that you get to receive on the other end so that you can learn like, oh my gosh, that person does this, or I didn't think about that. Every time I get on live, first of all, I always upgrade to VIP when I'm interested. The $47 is a no-brainer. It's not about the money. It's about afterwards. Many of us speakers, including myself, I was telling Katie, I sign off at 3 p.m. on Friday, but I will stay on to support everyone. Do you know what I mean? So speakers are going to be there where you're going to be able to ask questions, where the room moves so fast when you start the event at, what is it, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? Yeah, so 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's like you're going to be in the room and it's going to be moving so quick, right? But then it slows down when you do the VIP, or that's my experience. Is that how you run your show?
Yeah. So when you have a VIP ticket, you get to come into the VIP room at the end. So it's going to be from 4 to 4:45 p.m. Eastern, and it's exclusive. There's going to be hundreds of people in the room. So this is intimate. This is small. This is everyone who chose to make that investment to be able to actually unmute and ask specific questions, because you're going to have so many after hearing these sessions that can really just support you in your life to close some gaps. And it's really powerful to be in a room like that. Like me and Holly pay a lot of money to be able to talk to people like this, who are this high level and have, not a lot of free time. They don't do one-on-one sessions anymore unless you're paying them 50,000 plus, and just really be with you to make sure that you are supported and moving forward in whatever area of your life you're really focused on this year. And I mean, proximity is power. Our coach says that all the time. Proximity is power and connection is currency. So, being able to get in an exclusive room, it's a bonus. You either value that or you don't, but, I'm going to tell you that right now, that me and Holly and every other speaker always value that, because it's how we've been successful and how we continue to be successful, is just really surrounding ourselves intimately with the people that we admire, so we can grow and expand faster. And we also just don't like to take forever to get where we want to go. We were like doing this stuff in our 20s, it's like we're always looking for the way to save time, the way to just save our energy, the way to make it a little bit easier, to be honest, to just create the things that are of value to us in our lives. So that's really why we have this. Please don't overthink it. The price, if you are interested in that, the price does double tomorrow. So it goes up to 97. So right now it's 47. And I do that intentionally because I want you guys to start learning how to actually just take action and invest in the things that are going to get you where you want to go. That's a mindset shift. That's a mindset shift that will change your life if you're not implementing it right now. Like, that's something I know I'm going to talk about tomorrow, and probably some of the other speakers, about like, what are the blocks like to us to getting where we want to go? Like, usually overthinking, hesitating, procrastinating, all of that. It's related to trust a lot of the time. Trusting the person, trusting yourself to make the right decision, quote unquote. I've learned there's no wrong decision to ever be made, because everything is a forward movement. But that's a really big mindset shift. And then when you have those kinds of shifts, you're never a victim to anything in your life. You never get resentful. You never hold on to negative emotions and negative energy, because you're always allowing yourself to just move forward and break through the chains that can hold us back into places we just don't want to be, because we get stuck trying to get it right. That's right. So, this is just a little taste of like the kinds of conversations that we're really going to get into in a really fun way tomorrow too. Like, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah. It's a girl vibe. It's a girl tribe. And I think it's rare to have that, it's just something personal. Like, the reason why I really wanted to do this event is because I used to have a lot of trauma with women. Like, honestly, I was bullied by a lot of girls when I was a teenager, to the point where I actually got a restraining order. Yeah, because they egged my house and TP'd my house, and actually got in physical altercations with me and my girlfriends. It was like really intense, man. Like, so I had this thing, like, I can't trust women. They're mean. They're nasty. Like, they'll go behind your back and stab you. So I had this wall up And I never really had many girlfriends. I always hang out with the boys. I'd hang out with the dudes. I felt way more safe with them. Like I wasn't worried about them stabbing me in the back or something, So this event, is actually representing like, I'm breaking through that.
You're like opening. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm over it. And I actually really want, and I've been working on this for a few years, but like way more girls in my life that have integrity, high integrous people, big hearts, generous, kind, loving humans. And I want to provide an opportunity for other women to actually understand that too. Because I know I'm not the only one who's been through situations like that. And, we're different than men. And I love my men and I work with men too in different ways. And I think there's something special when you get around the right kind of women. There's a different magic that can really happen. And I think everyone deserves an opportunity to actually experience that.
Yeah. And women being in that, like that flow, and what Katie was saying, I didn't want to interrupt her, but if we go back to some of the things she was saying, is even when I work with patients or, you work with clients, we can't see our blocks. People like, everything, you know how to heal yourself. I'm like, I have a naturopath, I have a chiropractor, I have a coach, I have a whole team of people. I can't see what I don't see. And I can't, Katie was wired that women are going to like not be kind to her. So she had to do that unrewiring. And so when you're in an event like this, you may be seen or even get to ask a question or something that can unblock you, get in the flow and move. And so many people we block ourselves. Like sometimes I'm like, why am I, oh my gosh, like I did it again. Like, why do I have to keep learning the same lesson? But when you're in the room with powerful women, they're going to just help you open up.
Yeah.
And really help you live. And that's really why I wanted to bring Katie on. Because honestly, like what I opened with is what I'm closing with. Like, I am so shocked more of my community didn't connect because this is a beautiful event. Like she said, you can come and you can go. If there's a speaker on there that like, oh, I really want to see that. And if you do choose to do $47 until like, I'm assuming midnight tonight or whatever.
We start.
Yeah. Then you will get all the replays. So if we're talking really fast, because I talk really fast and I have to like pull back, even if my patients are like, whoa, what did you say? You'll be able to replay our voices and hear that energy all over again.
Yeah. It's invaluable. If anything, there's a free ticket. It's a free event. If you want to get your evidence, just show up. If you're even intrigued at all, allow yourself to have this. And me and Holly are like being just a stand for people in her community because like she really wants to make sure that you guys are up leveling with her as well. Because she's going to be a participant as much as she's a speaker, at this event, as am I, because there's so much that we are all learning, even if we're the ones on the speaker poll, from each other at this event. So
that's right. That's right. And so what I did was, so for all of you, I've dropped it in the chat. Those of you that could be live with us, your ICU people are popping in and out. I dropped in the chat the link for you to go ahead and join. Again, it starts tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll personally be on around 10:45, and I'm going to try to stay on until 12:15, 12:30, and then I'll be back on at around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So click the link. The least you could do is click the link and join, and then show up when you want to show up. And like Katie said, it's a free event. Like we're not charging for this event, and we never do. And when you come to my summits and the same sort of thing, we want to show up for you. And we want to give to you, like we're generous, we have big hearts, and we want to see you up level and rise on all sorts of levels, whether it's your business, whether it's your health, whether it's your relationship, whether it's connection, like we're there. And you could be in the room and want to connect with someone that you have at your event or something. Like I see that as well.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's a massive networking opportunity. Like, it's an exclusive room. It's taken me months to get this group of women together because it's a very specific vibe.
Right.
So take advantage of it. You don't have to go search forever. You just show up.
Yeah.
That's simple.
So good. All right. Thank you everyone for being here. We're gonna like disconnect because Katie and I have a lot to do before
Get ready.
and we've got to get ready. And please, everybody, like just sign in and join us. And I hope you guys all have an amazing evening. And thanks for listening and connecting.
Bye.